Hey guys, Dr. Ryan here. This is your 5 Minutes of Fire. I'm with my daughter Elle today. We just got done doing a Tuesday morning family workout. And the topic today is about coaching. I think everybody on the planet should have a coach. And I would actually recommend having a coach for every area of your life. So I'm talking fitness, health, finances, marriage, business, spirituality. I think you should have a coach for whatever you want to be good at in life. Because if you look at the highest achievers in the world, they all have coaches in the areas in life that they achieve in. LeBron James has a basketball coach. Tiger Woods has a golf coach. And the list goes on and on and on. And so I thought about this morning because I had my monthly coaching call with Dr. Greg Lohman, who's one of the best chiropractors on the planet. He grew one of the largest chiropractic and wellness centers in the world, and he's been coaching me for years and years and years. In fact, I got to spend almost a year in his office right out of school training and learning because I wanted coaching. And guess what? I paid for it. I paid a lot of money for that coaching, and I still do. And I pay a lot of money for coaching in other areas of my life too. Erin and I have had a marriage coach for years. I have a financial coach. I have a health coach. I have a business coach. And the list goes on and on. And if you looked at the amount of money that I spend every year on coaching, when you add up books, seminars, travel, actual coaching with a coach, and all that other stuff, it's a ton of money. But I can tell you that I've never made less than the amount of money that I spent on coaching. In fact, usually it's a multiple, that's very, very favorable. And I think the people that you talk to in the world that have achieved a lot of success, they would tell you the same thing, that it's, it's this equation that just works every single time. If you put more in, you get more out. And it's counterintuitive because we think that it's a cost, it's an expense, and so if there's money going out, it's a risk whether or not it actually comes back to me in the form of health, wealth, or happiness. But I can tell you from personal experience, and everybody I've ever talked to or followed or been coached by, it never returns void. And I experience this in my office too, like with patients. One of the biggest objections I get is I can't afford it. Whether it's I can't afford wellness care, like ongoing wellness, chiropractic, and health coaching. I can't afford to correct my spine. I can't afford the supplements you want me to take. I can't afford the food that you want me to go buy, or whatever the case may be. Case is detoxification. But I can tell you that if you don't invest in yourself, whether it's health, wealth, happiness, finances, love, spirituality, you're always going to pay the price at some point. And unfortunately, most people end up paying the price when they're in a crisis, when it's too late. And then it's extremely expensive to dig yourself out. Like it costs a lot of money, in the long run to get yourself out of bankruptcy, versus if you just paid for a financial coach on the front end, you could have been a better steward with your resources and never ended up there in the first place. The same thing goes with health, and that's the industry that I'm in, and I see way too many people paying through the nose once they're in a crisis or at the end of their life trying to get their health back, whereas if they just would have invested a little bit on the front end, they would have saved themselves the heartache and the financial crisis in the long run. And so to sum it all up, get coaching. If you want to know who I use for specific things, just leave a question below, and I'd be happy to answer who I use and the books I read and the resources that I've gone through or experienced. And my hope is that you become a better version of yourself, just like I'm trying to do and our family's trying to do. So hope that helps you today. Go crush it.